When I accepted Jesus as the Jewish Messiah, my mother had a fit. She immediately took me to Rabbi Sadowitz, known in Jewish circles as a scholar, to talk me out of it. "Tell my son why the rabbis don't believe in Jesus," my mother said to the rabbi. The rabbi looked very sagacious, tapped his fingers on his desk, raised his eyes and said, "There's no such thing as a Messiah. It's a crutch for weak people." My mom was hoping for something better, something theological, not psychological. So she took me to the Lubavitcher rabbis, hoping that they would talk me out of it. They had a whole different tactic. I had to first experience Yiddishkeit, immerse myself in Shabbatons and lots of kosher food, and once I really felt Jewish, I could then be convinced that Jesus was not the Messiah. I was only 21 and gave it a go, more so to get my mom off my back. I remember my first Shabbaton. After synagogue, we went to Rabbi Katz's house for a Shabbos meal. We sat around a big table, about 9 of us and some other rabbis. Right in the middle of eating gefilte fish, one of the rabbis, built like a stalker, began banging his fist on the table and singing Yifrach Mamayo of Tzaddik, a Hebrew song about the coming of the Messiah from Psalm 72. Everyone started banging their fists on the table until the rabbi, after a few guzzles of wine, started getting violent. I thought the table was going to break from his banging. And I said to myself, if this is Jewish, get me out of here. Then came the Shabbos sermon. Moshiach is at the doors and Tzaddik shall flourish. The Jewish kid next to me pointed to a picture on the wall. It was Menachem Schneerson, the head Rebbe. I soon learned that his followers believed he was the Messiah. But he wasn't born in Bethlehem like the Bible says, I refuted. He was born in Russia, was the answer. So much for proof texts. Well, I wasn't convinced. And after a year of Yiddishkeit, I still believed in Jesus. Still do today. For after Menachem Schneerson died in 94, all the Hassids who believed he was Messiah sat around his grave hoping he'd rise from the dead.
The question is, will the Rebbe resurrect as the Messiah or not?
He didn't. So why don't the rabbis believe in Jesus? They either don't think there is a Messiah or pick the wrong one.